As I announced 2 weeks ago, I've officially entered the Great Guitar Build-Off 2023 in the kit category. Reason why I'm in the kit category, I'm buying a pre-made neck. I've only made 2 scratch bodies so far, so the neck's not quite in the cards for me yet. But if you missed that announcement, this is actually my second time entering the competition. And I've learned a lot, and I've done a lot since last year. I've done some essential maintenance work for my current guitars and a friend's bass. I got an absolute steal from my local cash generators. The thing that I'm most proud of, though, has to be the Legend of Zelda Hylian Shield guitar. That build series made me not just a better maker, but it also made me a better video editor. Now, you'll remember my series last year. I can make you all one promise. There's going to be no 40 minutes epics this year. I'm going to keep things short and sweet. So with that all in mind, let's talk about the design. This year's build, as I mentioned in my announcement post, is going to be for my very good friend, Crich. His name's Jordan, but I will be referring to him as Crich throughout the entire series. He came to me with this concept guitar on an A4 piece of paper that pays tribute to two guitarists who have inspired multiple generations. So I took that design, I ran with it, and made it into a full-scale design, and thus SBH Fishtail Mark I was born. So what are the guitarists that we're paying tribute to? Well, we're going to pay tribute to Alexi Laiho of Children of Bodom and Dimebag Darrell from Pantera. You all know what their guitars look like, so you think to yourself, Scott, how are you going to pull this one off? With all that going around in your head, let's look at the design. Alright guys, so as you can see, what we have here is a Randy Rhoads style Flying V. That was Alexi's main shape, predominantly made by ESP. He did have a few Jacksons over the years, but you never saw him without a Flying V. The one thing you will notice is these horns are rounded over, whereas Alexi's were pointed. This is how we're tying into Dimebag Darrell. So Dime had his MLs and his Washburns were always rounded over on the end. So if you imagine this side being a little bit longer, he basically just cut that off in the middle there, and there you go. That's how you combine Dimebag Darrell and Alexi's guitar. But the other thing that I did, this was something that Crich gave me free rein on, pretty much. He came up with the idea of having this headstock sort of inverted version of the body, but he wasn't 100% sure on it. So I really like the idea because it's something unique. You don't really see that, especially the inversion. With the way that I've laid this out, it looks really cool. I've got to admit, I'm very happy with this one. The tuner layout, he wants 4 and 2, which is easily done. And again, it's something unique. You only ever see Flying Vs with 3 and 3 or 6 in line. But I may have to add some extra material to this. So that's what you can see here. So you can tell I've got a design underneath on top with some trace paper on top. One thing I find, when you order a pre-made neck and they've got a paddle headstock, they never describe to you how big the paddle is. So this is why I needed the under design to figure out if I need to add some extra material. Because I don't want to be putting a tuner on this side, where all the glue joint is. So this is something that's going to change a little bit. The actual main shape is going to be the same though. Everything else you can see on this guitar, I'm going to detail throughout this series, so keep yourselves posted for that one. So there's been a few changes to this year's competition, and I absolutely love them. One of the first changes they've made is we are all raising money for charity, but we're not just raising money for a charity we choose. Great Guitar Build-Off have given us a select list of charities that we can help raise money for. And I think that's brilliant because they're all part of the music community. That's what we do this for. And with all that in mind, I have decided to support Crimson Guitars, School of Luthery, and Jesse's Fund. So all the information in regards to how you can help me raise money for these charities or information about the charities themselves, it's all going to be on my profile and the Great Guitar Build-Off website. But as of recording this right now, the profiles are still being built. So just bear with them, we will get there. So please help me raise some money because I think these causes are absolutely fantastic. So the other new addition this year, the competition isn't all YouTube based like last year. I'm still doing a build series on this channel because I really enjoy doing it, and yeah, it helps me become a better editor and stuff like that. So there will be some bits that you'll see that might be missed a little bit, or you might not see everything. It's very similar to my setup of my Zelda build. So if you follow my Zelda build, I did certain bits where I did it for my socials and shorts and stuff like that. They're the kind of things you're going to see. So with all that in mind, you make sure that you're following my social medias, which are all linked down in the description. Make sure you've got notifications on. And yeah, that is everything I have to say in this video. So, looks like I best get on with the build. What's the first plan, you ask? Looks like I've got some custom templates to make again.